A major makeover for Lawrence Heights, the city replacing all the community housing near Lawrence West and the Allen. Stephen D'Souza is in the neighborhood tonight.
With a high level of crime and poverty, the area is known as the jungle. Andrew Cox works with youth here. He says the neighborhood's design stigmatizes residents.
It's not only physical, it creates a mental stigma that, nobody cares, we're never going to get out of here, we're stuck in our own little world.
The mayor says the revitalization will open Lawrence Heights.
Communities need to connect with the communities around them in order to succeed.
A similar transformation is already taking place in Regent Park. Lawrence Heights is on a much bigger scale. Trudy Ann Powell worries about increased density and if the residents will be ignored.
Mixed community is good if we're all going to be able to mingle instead of one TCHC building over here and one condo over here for the rich folks.
The entire plan will take more than 20 years to complete, and the final price tag is not known. The city hopes to begin construction by the end of next year. Stephen D'Souza, CBC News, Toronto.
Most have heard of Lawrence Heights for all the wrong reasons. 2 years ago, this was the scene of one of the worst shootings in Toronto history. 7 people shot, 1 killed in a single night. It's a maze of crumbling public housing. With a reputation so bad, taxis have been known to refuse to drive into the neighborhood.
A lot of the tenants feel because of this area, because of the bad publicity, they can't really make it out in society.
Andrew Cox grew up here. He loves the people. His family still calls these buildings home. But for all the good he sees in this close-knit community, the bad of Lawrence Heights seems at times inescapable.
Being from this community, it holds a certain stigma, stereotype that they wish can be removed.
But a community that desperately needs change is about to get it. Toronto set to undertake one of the largest neighborhood redevelopments in its history.
We're going to level 110 acres of land and replace it with a brilliant new community, one that we have a chance to design.
All the public housing will be demolished and rebuilt, and nearly 5,000 new homes will be added for sale to the public to bring a mix of incomes to the neighborhood.
Lawrence Heights, Regent Park, those are all types of locations where, quite frankly, 100% social housing isn't working.
Regent Park was the first community to see this type of rethink. Old public housing demolished to make way for new condos mixed with subsidized housing. Over the next 20 years, the same thing will happen in Lawrence Heights.
With revitalization, I hope it brings a new sense of community, fresh air, and new life here.
There will be new schools, new streets, and local stores. Perhaps most important to the residents of Lawrence Heights, they'll be able to stay in the rebuilt community they call home. Jackson Prosco, Global News.